Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum Podcast, the only podcast you need to be listening to where three grown men are going to scream at each other about a children's movie for the next 2 hours. I am your sexy, sterile assassin person, the chosen one, Zach Winters, and with me, as always, the man whose dad definitely went toilet on his hands, Darkness.
Toilet on. Okay, it took me a second to figure out what you were talking about.
my dad went toilet on my hands.
Yeah, gotcha. Hey, everybody.
And hey, sun's getting real low. Big Vicious.
What's that have to? You calling me fat?
There's a Hulk reference, you fucking... God damn it. I have to explain the thing. It's not good anymore.
No, I wanted to piss you off. I figured it's not a podcast without Zach bitching and moaning at least 90% of it, so I was just pushing it along.
Well, no, it's funny how, like, it's all... You don't understand the joke until, like, I get mad and they're like, oh, no, I was playing along with it the whole time. Nervous.
Fuck off.
Anyway.
Shit. All right. That's a good open. All right. Everyone's pumped for this fucking episode. All right.
Yeah.
Well, fuck all
right.
y'all.
Why
Jesus. Nobody says shit.
All right.
Don't fucking all talk at once.
Fuck. All right. Well, if you haven't guessed by that intro, we all saw Black Widow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie we've all waited a year to see.
Now, my question. Did we all go to the theaters to see it?
Yes.
No.
Okay. No.
No, I didn't.
I haven't been to the theater in a year, and I fucked up a bucket of popcorn, and I was happy.
I got it at home. I watched it at home because I was going to go camping and all this other stuff, so I just didn't have time to do the whole theater thing, but I wanted to see it before it got spoiled, so...
For somebody who hates nature, you go camping a lot.
You're telling me, man. It's a bunch of crap. But...
So you paid the $30 to rent it?
No.
Oh, did you illegally torrent it?
No. Is there a third option here? The one that won't self-incriminate myself? You fucking asshole. I have friends that have money that bought it, and I'm on their account, and I could say that, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's still not... No, I think it's all right. Never mind.
Well, yeah. But anyway. No, I saw it at home. It was good to not have people around me when I started throwing things. So...
No, the only saving grace for me for that movie, I mean, the movie wasn't too bad, but the only saving grace was the actual theater experience. Like, I think I would have been way more disappointed if I watched it at home.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't care. David Harbour is a treat in anything.
Except for Hellboy. We all said. Except for Hellboy.
It's about a 90% batting average for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was what? No, that was a different movie. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I like him in Stranger Things. I like him in. It wasn't Hellboy was just a bad movie, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, it wasn't his
you know. And what was the other one that he was really good in? I forget.
Like, you can't really. He was following Ron Pearlman.
Nobody follows Ron Perlman.
Nobody follows Ron Perlman.
The Hellboy movies weren't bad, but when I say for as bad as they were good. It was that campy. It was that campy cheesiness that made them what they were. And then you take this and you add in like way more money and try to do all the special effects and like, you know, make Hellboy bigger and scarier. It didn't work. Not at all.
I did kind of like the juxtaposition of like, oh yeah, schlubby David Harbour got all jacked and huge for Hellboy, and Ron Pearlman was like, no, just give me fake muscles.
Yeah. Ron Pearlman has spent more than half of his career in some kind of fake something. So it's whether it's Beast from the old Beauty and the Beast TV show, whether it was Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, He has been in some kind of prosthetic, fake, whatever, the majority of his career.
He needs to be because his face is like terrifying.
Yeah.
I know he has like this big fucking head and like this weird.
I remember
It looks like one of those Easter Island statues come to life.
It's an Easter Island bobblehead.
Yeah.
Because he's got this huge, especially in like Sons of Anarchy, you could really notice it where he's got this huge long head and just like kind of skinny body almost.
Uh-huh.
But he's cool because, like, even though he's not Hellboy anymore, he still does all the Make-A-Wish. Like, the kids are like, I want Hellboy. And he's like, I'm on it, kid. No problem. He goes, gets all the gear on, goes to the hospital. Still really cool about stuff. So, yeah.
David Harbour shows up, and they're just like, no, not that one.
No, I wanted Hellboy. So, yeah. All he has to do is wear a Hawaiian shirt, and, like, they would love him for, Stranger Things. So, it's a lot less effort on his part. So, good for him on that. But
and the one thing I did like about Ron Pearlman's Hellboy is it made it. He looked comic booky. He fit that comic book without looking too horrible. A lot of things you're like, oh, that's too comic booky, but he fit. There was that perfect fit, and the new Hellboy was just too cinematic.
Yeah.
Ron Pearlman himself looks like a drawing, but like not a good drawing. Like when you go get a caricature done.
If a third grader was to draw a picture of a caveman, you would have Ron Pearlman. There he is. It's like, oh, okay. So
caricature drawings in the Saturday market one week, and I had pink eye in one eye, and the other eye was infected from scratching it. And this is what I drew, and it's Ron Pearlman.
When you're trying to go to art school, the intro to drawing a realistic feature of people is Ron Pearlman. That's your beginning step.
Step 1, Ron Pearlman. Oh. Step 12, yeah. Step 2, a Cabbage Patch doll. It's like, wait a second. Yeah. So, let's just fucking destroy this thing. This
Black Widow.
Yeah. All right. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. It's been out for like a week now. By the time this drops, it'll be a week. So.
I mean, it's a Marvel movie, so anybody who's the Venn diagram of people who listen to us and people who watch Marvel movies is right in the middle.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna come right out and just fuck Taskmaster in that movie.
I knew it.
And you know what? Another one that a lot of people don't realize or even notice. Fuck what they did to Iron Maiden in that movie too. So. Yep. A lot of people are like, who? And I'm like, God damn. Okay, so Rachel Weisz's character is like another big time kind of character with a lot of differences that they didn't even basically acknowledge in the movie. So, but yeah, so she was like a big super spy scientist in the comics, and she's just like, oh yeah, here's Rachel Weisz with pigs. So I'm like, all right, cool.
I kind of knew they weren't going to have, like, big skull man Taskmaster, big skeleton head man Taskmaster.
Yeah.
But, like, they straight pulled a X-Men Origins on him.
Uh-huh.
With Deadpool, you mean?
With Deadpool, when they brought Deadpool in, they're like, oh yeah, he has all their powers now, and he doesn't talk, and all the things that made Deadpool cool, we just took that away. And now they did that with Taskmaster.
Yeah, we just have this mindless thing that is our servant that's going to hunt down and destroy all of you. It's like,
yeah, I do not understand why whoever's making these movies, Kevin Feige, whoever, I don't know, whoever it is, they feel the need to not only destroy decent villains, but make it with some kind of stupid swerve that nobody likes. You know, like they did it with Mandarin in Iron Man.
I disagree with the Mandarin. I kind of like that one.
Okay, so that's what they did it with Mandarin, and that was they had Trevor. You know, it was I forget his name. He was Gandhi, the guy that played Gandhi.
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley. There you go. Thank you. But He pulled it off great. Has a great character and everything like that. But people were wanting the Mandarin, and they had been teasing it since the first one. And supposedly we're supposed to be getting it in Shang-Chi, which we'll see. But
well, yeah, because I think at the stinger at the end of Iron Man 3, he kind of builds up his gang in prison. Where they're like, oh, it's the Mandarin, and then he slips back into that character.
yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of different I don't know what they would be, like little bonus movies or something like that. But they had one with him, and it was funny. It was fun, But it was like a deleted scene or a little cinematic thing that they did with Ben Kingsley, which was enjoyable. But so they did that with the Mandarin way back, and now they did it with Taskmaster. And if they were smart about it, you guys read the Taskmaster comic, they could have had another Deadpool level villain that had that kind of sense of humor, had that kind of sarcasm, and then people would have gotten behind this villain, and he could have shown up in a bunch of different movies. And they blew it.
How easy is it to be like? They had to overcomplicate the plot with like who the Taskmaster is, but like it'd be like 10 times easier and make sense if Taskmaster was just Taskmaster. He doesn't have to be a talking skeleton, but like he's just a guy who's a smartass and he just wants the money. He's not on anybody's side.
Yeah,
he's on whoever pays him.
He trains heroes, he trains villains, he trains henchmen. Whoever's got the most money, he'll do the job. It's like I said with Deadpool. He's a merc, and he goes and he picks up whatever contracts are available to him.
Yeah, and then I did not like, because I knew it was going to go downhill when they're like programming all the Marvel shit into the Marvel heroes fighting styles into Taskmaster.
Yeah.
They're fucking this up already.
Yeah, it was like a computerized thing rather than it being like a power, So
right.
They gotta explain that away through technology. So like everything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is technology. Ever since Iron Man, ever since Spider-Man's Iron Man suit, like everything that they've explained.
They brought magic in it.
Yeah, I mean, Doctor Strange started with the mystical arts and stuff, and even Scarlet Witch started off with technology, and then they slowly adapted it into magic. So, but yeah, Taskmaster to me was just a ruined opportunity, and I don't know if it was changed later in the game or whatever, because they had a dude in the Taskmaster costume the whole time, and then that one scene at the end, this chick did green screen time for like a day and got her one scene in, but supposedly she was Taskmaster the whole time. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
I mean, they could totally just like spin off her character as the Taskmaster we know, just a woman now.
Yeah, and they even named her. Her name was like Toni, like Toni, or so, I forget what it was. But I'm like, no. And I picked up what was happening, too, because when they said, oh, her daughter, I was like, oh, God, no. I was like, no. As soon as Natasha and the big bad guy are talking about the daughter and he's walking towards Taskmaster, I'm like, no fucking way. Yeah, no, like, when they started talking about it in, like, oh, you killed her daughter, you killed his daughter.
Killed his daughter.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they're not going to let a Disney hero, go around killing kids. So she's coming back, and I know she's going to end up in that Taskmaster costume, and sure as shit, I was like, no.
I would have put money on thinking that it was like a brainwashed Hawkeye, though.
That could have been a cooler thing, too. I mean, and since we're talking about it in spoilers and everything, the stinger at the end of Black Widow, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I know it's cool. Yeah, I think it's going to play into the Hawkeye TV show that's coming up, I think after What If. But Yelena and, like you said, Red Guardian were like two of the best things in that movie. So
Yelena was awesome.
I like Yelena.
Did you know that's the actress who played Paige in Fighting with My Family?
Really?
I was like, why the fuck does this lady look so familiar? And then I looked her up, and she was Paige in Fighting with My Family.
Yep. That's the only thing I'd seen her in before that, so yeah.
I liked her. I loved Red Guardian.
Mm-hmm. I want to know more about Redguard because he's got powers. Like, what the hell happened?
Soldier.
What happened? There's
Yeah, he's Russia's only super soldier.
Yeah, he's funny because he's talking about back in 1984 when I fought Captain America. You're like, what? He's still in the ice.
Dude called him out. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Captain America
like that
was still
part.
frozen.
I like that part that he was walking with the dogs and he's like, so did he ever talk about me?
Yeah.
He's like, did he ever mention me?
What do you mean? Oh, I thought I was his arch nemesis. No, he's never mentioned you. that story is way more interesting than Taskmaster. Just like this guy who's like kind of schlubby, but he's a superhero and he's trying to like outdo Captain America.
Yeah, I got real like Love Sausage vibes off of him in this movie, like a toned down version of Love Sausage. So
David Harbour would make a great Love Sausage.
yeah, they already blew that one, but yeah.
They did. I did hear he's coming back for season 3. The boys.
Oh, nice. So we're gonna get Soldier Boy and Love Sausage return. I'm watching. I'm there.
And
What?
what the fuck was it? Herogasm?
Oh yeah.
And we're getting that too.
They're gonna do that. Oh, that's gonna be insane.
But I thought it was a fun Black Widow. I thought it was a fun movie. I think it was a great send off for Scarlett Johansson. Like I told you guys, I gave it like a B+ at least.
I gave it out of 5 stars, 2.5 for the movie, and I gave it 3.5 because of the movie experience. It was enjoyable. It was worth the 22 or let's just say $25 I spent for me and my kid. But I would not spend the $30 to rent it at home.
Yeah. Would you spend $30 to own it on Blu-ray? If it came with a digital copy?
Probably, to put it in the collection. I mean, you got to own the shitty ones to own a whole collection.
Actually, no, I don't own. I own every Marvel movie except for one.
Yeah. I can guess what it is too.
Does it have that cunt Brie Larson in it?
Yes.
Yep. See,
I put Black Widow as like not as bad as Captain Marvel, not as good as Thor Ragnarok. It's right. It's like as a spy Marvel movie, not as good as Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah, which is my favorite.
It was enjoyable. It was definitely worth the watch. I don't think it was worth all the hype, all the wait.
It definitely wasn't worth a year wait.
And I kind of felt bad for it because, like, they had to keep dropping all these other Marvel movies and characters, like name dropping just to like almost make it feel pertinent. And
that person.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, and I know they do it in other movies because like they're all in like the same universe, but this just felt like there was way more. It's almost like I'm going to a wrestling promotion and I start dropping all these names that I've hung out with or whatever just to feel important. When I shouldn't have to. I should be able to just go in, do what I got to do, and show myself and be known for myself, not that I had all these movies with Captain America and Iron Man, So I think she got ripped off in that aspect because if it would have came out sooner and they didn't fuck up some characters, I think it could have been an amazing movie.
Oh yeah, I think that they're going to be name dropping Robert Downey Jr. from now until the end of Marvel Universe. Well, they're going to constantly be saying Iron Man, Tony Stark, blah 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 blah. But
he's kind of the Godfather though.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's the one that started it all. But characters like that, they're going to continue to bring up. So they're trying to cram as many.
I am kind of getting burnt out on everybody trying to be like, like that was kind of one of my beefs with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where like they had to drop Captain America's name at least 3 times an episode.
Yeah. I mean, it made a little bit more sense, but yeah, I understand that logic. It's, he's running around with his shield, and they had to, like, explain, I don't want it, but you should have it, but Cap said, but that kind of thing. But yeah, it did get old. It's like, all right, guys, come on, he's gone, let it go. He's
an old man now.
Yeah, old man Cap.
And Tony Stark is dead and probably in hell.
He did save half of humanity, so I don't know.
Yeah, but like...
He just developed time travel on a whim. He's like, I guess I can do that. It's a parabola! Hey, look, I did it!
And the fucking time police just let it happen.
Alright, so are we going to segue right into Loki now, or what?
Oh, we can't. That was... Yeah, I totally meant to do that.
Yes, professionals, right there.
Before we do that, though, do you think they added the stinger with Madam Hydra after the fact?
With Madam Hydra?
Yeah, Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Hydra, dude.
What?
That's not Madam Hydra.
Yeah, it is. I think
okay.
It is.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it is. Oh, well, then it's gospel. So Viper's Svetlana Klochkov, but yeah, I mean, she's had many names, but they had her in the Wolverine.
But like, Black Widow was supposed to come out like a year ago, and then, but they didn't introduce her till Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, do you think that part was just added in?
I think it was added. I think it was they filmed it like around the time Falcon and the Winter Soldier was being made, because they're probably like, oh, this is what we could do.
Yeah, I had originally heard there was rumor that somebody had gone back in time and saved Black Widow. And I was like, what? And they're like, oh, rumors has... I mean, you hear all these rumors and stuff like that. And then they might have just said, screw that, let's just move on. Like, we'll keep figuring this out as we go. And so they put that in. But it's weird that a movie that has been sitting on the shelf for a year directly coincides with the TV show that just finished up,
Yeah. That's kind of my thing about it. I wonder if they just brought in Julia Louis-Dreyfus as
the one,
just to kind of guess on who she's supposed to be.
Right. The one thing I guess I would say I was disappointed in, the rumors had it that there the talks of Tony Stark, like, basically bringing Black Widow back, like when that whole snap happened. Well, it was talked that because originally he was supposed to see his daughter grown up, but instead it was going to be him going in and basically giving his soul for Black Widow's and exchange and stuff like that. I mean, all part of the rumor mill. And I was like, that would be kind of cool. Get rid of Iron Man and Black Widow back, because I think she was a very underused character. Like, she was just that side character that could have... I mean, you could make a Black Widow TV series, or I don't necessarily think any more movies could be made necessarily. Well, she's dead for one, but two, it's... I don't see her as a standalone in a movie format, but a series where she's doing different, like, missions or whatnot. I think would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I could see. But they set it up perfect to have another Black Widow with Yelena.
Yeah.
And I think if they do it the right way, they're doing the legacy characters, basically. They're getting younger actors and stuff like that. They can sign on for longer and play the character longer. But
well, the thing is, they're not doing long-term contracts anymore.
I had heard about that too. They just kind of done away with the 10 film deals and all that other crazy stuff. So
part of me kind of thinks that Robert Downey Jr. fucked that up for everybody because, like, by Endgame, wasn't he getting some obscene amount of money?
yeah, I think Samuel L. Jackson's got like 2 or 3 left on his contract still. He just got to show up and be like, "Hey, Nick Fury. All right, I'm out. Here's $30 billion right there for you, buddy." But I mean, even in the first Iron Man, you had Terrence Howard was made more money than Tony Stark himself, which is weird. It's like, how the hell does that happen? But they took care of that right after the second movie, so
they got rid of his ass.
Nobody knew it was a thing, and Robert Downey Jr. was a huge liability.
Yeah, it's like taking an insurance claim out. We don't know how this is gonna go, so yeah.
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. also helped get the other actors on the set to get more money. I mean,
yeah, he was like championing for them. He's like, "Hey, what the hell? Why don't you give these guys some more money?" Well, how about we take it out of your pay? Well, they don't deserve that much. It's like, but
Robert Downey Jr. is the Kevin Nash of the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, what was that they had in their contracts? The
favored nations.
The favored nations. There you go.
I think Robert Downey Jr. had favored nations in his contract where he could bring in fucking his buddies and just be like, "Oh yeah, you go on and make $35 million for this one movie. Oh well, he's making $35 million, so that means I have to."
Yeah, I could see it happening. I could, and that's how you tie it all back to wrestling, because that's what we do. Damn it. Anyway, but Black Widow overall, it wasn't my least favorite because that's reserved for our girl Brie, but I wasn't a big fan of Thor 2. I'd put Black Widow above Thor 2 and a couple of the other odd ones, but it wasn't terrible. It's just that Taskmaster thing was a kick in the balls for me because I like Taskmaster. So, but if I take that whole thing out of the movie, it is a better movie. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't one of the great ones that I'll go back to watch over and over.
But now I want a Red Guardian movie.
Yes, that would be awesome.
I want him to be schlubby David Harbour.
Like they catch him and they put him back in jail, and then he's got to break out again for some reason, and yeah, it could be cool. Or he's in hiding, or I want a Thunderbolts movie, damn it, and I don't want Yelena on the Thunderbolts team. I want Red Guardian on the Thunderbolts team because that would be hilarious. Watching him interact with what else? The Ghost would be fun. Watching him interact with Baron Zemo would be fun. I mean, let's have Baron Zemo and Red Guardian have a dance off. That would be awesome.
So my FBI agent is listening to the show because an ad on my thing is David Harbour pitches 2 ideas for Red Guardian solo movie.
Nice.
This just came up. I have 2 ideas. Arbor revealed, delivering his mini pitch. One is seeing Red Guardian back in his prime. No.
Yeah.
No. We want old, out of shape Red Guardian.
Right.
They could do it both, where it flashbacks to his, kind of origins and stuff, but then he's got to take care of something that's from the past, and he's like, "Oh, good lord, I'm so big and fat now." I can see that. That would be fun.
I am a big fat man now.
Yeah.
that scene where he's squeezing into the suit. Oh, it fits like a glove.
Yeah.
It's gonna be us going into our wrestling game.
Yes, after COVID. Zach and I have had matches. I don't know about V. I don't know.
Fits like a glove. The first time you go to step in the ring, it's all ripped.
Suplex. Oh, Jesus, my ass is out. Yeah, it could be fun. But Still fits. You can see him just squeezing that helmet onto his head. He's like, thunk, and it just dropped out. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is good. Yeah."
Can't get the fucker back off.
Yeah, just got to get a jaws of life in there to take the thing off. I'm gonna bone some. Yeah. So, but
I loved when they shot him with the arrows, the darts. So think. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there was good stuff in there. We're going back and we're reminiscing, and there was funny stuff that it's worth watching again. But that damn Taskmaster just did me in for that movie.
Yelena was a good character. I'm excited to see her more.
Yeah,
she's funny.
So there's our expert review on Black Widow.
Yeah.
So take that for all it's worth, everybody. But
I say go watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely watching.
I say watch it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, go watch it. Don't spend $30, but find a way to watch it somehow. I don't know. It's like $5 on Tuesdays? Go for that. Yeah. Go to the movies on a Tuesday.
Or even drop the $11.25, $11.50, whatever it is.
Yeah, because Disney's hurting for money, everybody.
Yeah.
Help out the poor people at Disney. Yeah. Bob Iger needs your help. It's gone. So, yeah. But like we were saying, we'll kind of segue right into Loki just now because the Time Police. We have one more episode left of Loki, which by the time you're listening to this should have aired, and we'll have a review for it. But episode 5, everything just kind of hit the fan right there. We had the 3 Lokis that debuted at the stinger of the episode 4. So you had
Lokis.
Richard Grant. Well, I mean, there was more than that, but the 3 Loki. Oh, yeah, the alligator. I'm sorry, I forgot to count the alligator. Yeah.
The star of that show.
Yeah, Alligator Loki's getting his own series now, so that's awesome. And
shit, they've already teased Howard the Duck. Why not?
What do you mean teased? He's been in it. What are you talking about? He's got his own movie.
He's been in 2. Now he's going to be in What If, so.
Oh, he's got his own movie, and it was directed by, George Lucas, for God's sakes, so,
That was an awful fucking movie, though.
Yeah. I liked it when I was a kid, and then I grew up, and I'm just like, oh, no.
Do you think Howard the Duck has one of those weird little spiral wieners that ducks have?
Yes, the corkscrew wiener? Yeah.
If so, how did he bang that human woman?
Did he bang her? Is it interspecies erotica? Is that,
Interspecies erotica, fucko.
Yeah. The duck and the punk rock chick from the 80s.
I'm the sexy stud. Kelly can be a guy's name too. Hey!
There you go.
Clerks 2 reference.
Yeah. God, we don't get enough Clerks references in there.
You know what? That's a real thing.
Yeah. But yeah, so Howard the Duck's we got so much stuff that's been teased, but I mean, Loki, you got like the old Loki show up, played by Richard Grant, which is awesome, and it's like the Loki from the comics is what I was taking it as.
Uh-huh.
And then you got Kid Loki, who was actually a thing in the comics, and then you got the other Loki who's like walking around with, it looked like a piston for an engine and a wrench for like he made Mjolnir out of that. I don't know what his deal was. I don't recognize him from anything. And then you got Alligator Loki, which was kind of cool. And then later in the episode, you have President Loki and all of his people.
Loki.
Yeah, it's just Loki in like a suit. I don't know what you're talking. But
I want that backstory how he became President Loki.
Yeah. It was interesting because they had like what made those Lokis Loki, and Richard E. Grant's was I killed Thor. It's like, oh, so this is what happens, okay. But and then female Loki or the Enchantress, they all go and they fight the big fucking smoke monster and yeah,
that
but
Marvel seems to love.
Yeah, they love those things.
Yeah, I honestly,
smoke demons and sky beams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe that's female Loki. I think what happened was, so obviously they're going through and stealing these people basically throughout time. So, like, they popped in, they take this chick thinking it's Loki, and it's not. I think that's what's going to be revealed. I think it's going to be that because she doesn't have any of the traits of a Loki.
Yeah. Like, she was doing all kinds of magic that Loki didn't even understand, really, you know?
Well, what about the old Loki was a magic man, too?
Yeah.
Right, but they're all goofy, and they got the Loki traits, the prankster, the trickster. You know, she's just like straight up like, I'll fucking cut your balls off, yo. Like,
I think she said that in the show too.
Yeah, Disney loved that one. Yeah. Come on.
Balls off.
Right.
So,
she's not a Loki.
I'm not getting that point. I'm not getting that feel of it, you know, that she's a Loki. There's something else going on. At least I hope so, because it looks like Loki and this character are going to, you know, have a thing. Yeah,
it's
and how? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, how do you explain that? If it's you, but from a different universe.
I would.
Well, yeah.
So that one chick, that one chick was the one that like snagged her up, and then she escaped from her. So I think maybe she just like totally fucked up her first mission and grabbed the wrong person, and fucking the person escaped, and she's like now being punished, like having to take care of her mistake, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that could be one scenario. The big reveal for this episode was that castle at the end.
Yeah.
So what the hell could that even be leading to? I mean, I've heard things, I've thought of things. I don't know. Yes. Well, I know MGM was owned by Amazon. They can't have that happen.
Oh shit.
Sorry. Try again.
There goes my James Bond Loki crossover idea.
Damn it. But there's a couple things that I've heard. I saw it and I was like, that kind of looks like Doctor Doom's castle, but I'm like, they would not be introducing Doctor Doom this early and not in a Loki TV show.
No.
But that also brings up, I mean, a lot of the time stuff. You got Kang the Conqueror, so he's Mr. like time travel guy, villain. But would they bring him in for something like a Loki TV show? So that's another one I was thinking of. And then King Loki, which is actually a thing in comics. Like, it's another Loki that did all this evil crap, and he's like made himself the king of time. So, I don't know. Hey, those are my three top choices. I don't think it's Doom. It may be Kang, but I'm leaning towards King Loki. So,
makes sense.
Yeah. But it's like the Loki that got everything he wanted. And, you know, he's the king of time and space and all that. But I could see it, but I don't know.
That one makes the most sense.
Yeah, like especially with these TV shows, because they don't give you exactly what you want. But they give you something.
It's going to be fucking MODOK or something.
Oh, shit. From that TV show.
Oh, God.
The TV show MODOK.
Yeah.
So, Zach, what did you think about Milner being buried in the ground?
Dead silence, all right.
No, I was trying to think when that happened.
And then they had Throg in the ground, too.
Uh-huh.
So he's sitting there in a jar. It's like, oh, dude.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at to see if Zach noticed it.
Well, shit, you should have told me. I'm sorry. God. I ruined your fucking setup. That's my life. Call for a Powerball and I come up and give the guy a suplex before you can grab him. That's my thing. That's my shtick.
That happened.
I guess I was reading. I guess Chris Hemsworth voiced Frog.
Oh, really? How? For what?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just there. I'm just going to throw this out there.
This thing I learned in a TikTok video. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Now he's mad. We got him mad somehow. Yeah,
so
he's
Frog, the brief appearance was voiced by none other than his human counterpart, a.k.a. Chris Hemsworth. I wonder if it was something like... Yeah, because I don't recall hearing him speak at all.
Yeah. I don't either.
He just growls. That's all it does.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth comes in and goes... Rrr, rrr. and that was it.
It's like having George Clooney as the gay dog on South Park, or having fucking
Jay
Groot.
Leno was the cat.
And Groot just fucking I'm Groot.
I guess if we go back, he's like, oh.
Vin Diesel just has to walk in and says, "I am Groot," and gets $21 million.
Yeah, let that sink in, everybody.
So yeah, it's just him going, oh.
Okay, well, fuck it. But on a different note with Chris Hemsworth, he's gonna be in Furiosa. How fucking badass is that gonna be?
If that movie ever fucking happens.
It's in pre-production. They're saying 2023.
Is he gonna be all gigantic in it like he is now?
Oh, because the Hulk Hogan thing, except for his little legs. But yes, I think so. So, yeah, it could be interesting to see him in like Mad Max universe. Yeah, I'd pay money to see that
legs.
with his. Yeah, it's like Mojo. He's just a big body with these tiny little spider legs, and he's running around. Yeah, that would be awesome. God, they should do a live action Mojo. That would be awesome. It's just so crazy, like TV Planet. Well, they got to establish the whole X-Men first, but that's another story. So, just off on a tangent. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, we got Loki. It's ending. We're gonna see who it is. I didn't know Chris Hemsworth did the voice of Throg, which is kind of cool. So, and then we also got to see the Thanos copter.
Yeah.
Who fucking picked up on
shit I
that?
never thought would be in the MCU.
Yeah, that's like all the random ass things to put in.
That was something I always said as a joke. Is like, it's not going to be awesome until I see the Thanos copter.
Yep.
There it was.
Yeah. So, like, for those that don't know, Thanos, like, his first appearance, he wasn't nothing. He wasn't the big bad that he is now. He used to fly around in a helicopter that had his name, like, painted down on the side of it.
So fucking weird.
Yeah. It's like the old Batman stuff where he's just sitting there with a Gatling gun blasting bad guys. It's like, no, he doesn't kill now. It's like, wait a second, do you not remember when he first came out and literally flew helicopters into people, you know?
And then in the whole, like, 60s, didn't he have a gun on him at all times?
He might have. I don't know. The bat gun? I could see it.
I'm fairly... No, just a fucking pistol.
Just a pistol? He's just, like, running around with a gat. He's like, hey, put it down. He's like, oh, great. That's what we need. So, all right. We got the last episode coming up, and then we go into What If. And the first episode of What If is Thor, so that's cool. Chris Hemsworth in that.
Yeah.
It's like all Chris Hemsworth all the time. We're just gonna Chris Hemsworth.
But he's so big, he can't fucking... They have to animate it.
Yeah. So
Chadwick Boseman's last performance.
Yes, his last foray is Black Panther, and I think his last performance that they have of him.
Kind of creepy.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. And there's been a ton of these incidents where people die and then they have like one last, performance that they had recorded or something.
Can you jerk off to a porn if you know the woman in it died?
Betty Page is gone, and I'm still railing off to that. So yeah, I think so.
I'd never want to hear you say that to me again.
Okay. I'm sorry you don't like Betty Page. God.
Fucking railing off.
Railing off. What do you do?
Disgusting.
I'm petering my Parker over here, just shooting web all over the place.
Ropes. Ooh,
we are Venom. We are Venom.
Whoa, why is yours black?
Well, I ate a lot of black licorice. Sorry. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a weird thing to bring up. Is there somebody you have in particular mind that you're talking about, or?
No, it's just like, that's kind of like popped in my head where it does kind of weird me out that like we're listening to this person after they died, and then my mind went to
Well, where your mind goes. Yeah.
Often get to dead porn stars.
Yeah, the wonderful wasteland. That's what I call it. Wherever your mind wanders off to. Porn, murder and porn. It's two great things that are great together. Oh,
That's
Jesus.
why I can't jack off to the Pamela Anderson sex tape because we're just watching one of them get hepatitis C.
What about Anna Nicole Smith? You still watch? You can look at that or no?
Does she have a porn?
Sure. I mean,
that's got to be the worst thing. That's got to be up there with the fucking Tammy Sitch porno.
Oh, yeah.
Who I found out she has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's had one for a while. It was like a big announcement. Everyone was talking about it.
Did you see the clip of her getting railed in Sunny Side Up, and then she just farts?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my god!
Like you could hear her like, oh my god, oh, I'm gonna come, and you hear a little.
I'm just completely shocked how like large she got. She went from like this like thin little thing to a like fucking feed me more, see more, like.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Wow.
Are you saying, never mind.
Yeah. It's best to let that go.
Fucking getting us canceled already.
What was, I think, wasn't it Kardashian? Like, the big thing that made her a star was a quote unquote leaked sex tape. Oh, no, it wasn't hers. It was Paris Hilton's, where she's like checking her phone as she's getting railed. It's like,
and the guy's straight up like, get off your phone. Shut up.
That was it. It's like, Jesus, man.
That's gotta be the worst fucking like ego killer where she's just checking her phone and shit.
But going back for a second, Sunny, she was on this wrestling interview thing, and she's sitting there, her new boyfriend's like off to the side, and the question came up, how many guys have you slept with in the biz? And she like starts naming off, and she has to ask her like now boyfriend, like, what was that one guy's name? And like, I'm just like, oh my god, like if you're the new boyfriend and you know as much or more guys that she slept with, like that's horrible.
See, I got the Missy Hyatt book and I read it just hoping to hear stuff like that, and she didn't say anything. She was just really pissed about the whole incident where her boobs got shown, and Eric Bischoff or somebody posted pictures all over the office. So she is basically a wardrobe malfunction, and it pretty much ruined her career. So
I think the Missy Hyatt book actually comes with a free shot of penicillin.
Yeah, it's permeated in the pages, so if you touch it, you're okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was treated, the paper. But yeah. So, let's make everyone depressed now. Speaking of wrestling, since we're on there, rest in peace, Paul Orndourff. There you go.
Yeah.
That 71. I think what was his biggest match was probably WrestleMania 2, 3, 2. Bundy. There was Bundy, and there was the cage with Orndourff. They both jumped off at the same time.
Yeah, he was the guy who was Hogan's biggest enemy, but you never know it because they never fucking.
Okay.
They never did anything.
It's like, oh, you're my worst enemy. When did this happen? Last week. Okay. You're like, all right, cool, man. Whatever. It's But yeah, it sucks. You always see these wrestlers who you watched when you were a kid, or you watch their old tapes, and they die. You're just like, ah, man, So yeah, Paul Orndourff, 71. Don't think there's a cause of death or anything like that listed yet, but he was 71.
Years old.
He's 85. He's 71.
He's 82.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you looking?
I'm not looking. I'm looking
asshole.
at nothing right now.
Oh damn! But yeah, I mean, he was a headliner at WrestleMania, so yeah, that's sorry, man.
I
Anyway. Wow. All right.
Know him for his big stupid mustache and his arm didn't work all the way.
Oh my God. You can't say that. He's dead. You can't say that anymore.
He's dead. He can't sue us.
You can only talk shit until they die.
Where like his arm was his what is it? His right arm was all huge, but his like left arm looked like Chris Hemsworth's legs.
Jesus. All right.
Did you never see that?
Yeah, I remember like his later. He was a trainer or something. He worked in the office, and they show clips of him every now and then. And you're just like, oh, what the hell? But yeah, he shaved his head. Well, he didn't shave his head, but he had like a buzz cut, and he had that big mustache.
He had a big stupid mustache.
Okay.
And then you ever see that table for three where he kept stealing like Gene Okerlund's food off his plate?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think it was Gene Okerlund's.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll desecrate his memory a little bit less now.
He was the guy who said he didn't give a shit about the Hall of Fame. He went there, had a good dinner, they paid him, and he fucking left the plaque at the hotel room.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be on one of the episodes of Hidden Treasures. It's not a Ric Flair robe, but, just left the shit in the hotel room.
Some cleaning lady found it and she's bored around her house now.
This is nice. She just takes it with her. Speaking of, I'm going to give you some story now from my my past experiences. When I was working at the hotel industry, the housekeeper staff would always bring down lost and found items. Those ladies would claim literally everything that they found in rooms. And this includes sex toys and, anything you can think of, medicine. We're like, we can't let you have this. I found it. I'm like, no, this is Percocet. You can't have this. I found it.
You put it in your pocket and you shut up.
Yeah, it was probably a little light, the bottle, but, Yeah, there was this lady who was so pissed. Like, they'd have to wait, I think it was 30 or 90 days or something like that. Her dildo wasn't in the lost and found anymore. And I'm like,
disgusting.
What do you want me to do? I want it. I'm like, I can't give it to you. It's not here. Talk to the lost and found coordinator. And no, I want it. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's between you and you. I don't need to know anything about this. And she got mad. Yeah. They would claim everything. It was insane. Toothbrushes, dildos. Yeah, what the crap? Anyway. It was bad, man. Like everything. One of the guys said they would take them all the stuff that they got down to the flea market and sell it. I'm like, who the hell's gonna buy like a third round dildo from a flea market? It's like
gently used sex toys.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to John's Gently Used Sex Toys. Most of these have been inside someone. Guess which ones?
We don't know who, and neither will you.
I ran an alcohol wipe over them.
I sprayed it with some Lysol. What the fuck? Anyway,
I boiled this dildo.
Boiled it. I forget what it was. There's an old show on HBO or whatever, that was it went in depth into the sex industry, and you see where dildos are made. It's it was little old Asian ladies just painting dildos.
I think it was called Real Sex.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it shows them in the factory, and it's like a conveyor belt, and it would go and it would stop for a second, and they would put the veins on, and then it would go down to the next one, and then they'd paint the tip, and it would go down to the next. Yeah, yeah. So whatever, but yeah, I just figured I'd throw that out there. It triggered my memory.
That show would come on and True Cab or Real Cab Confessions.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
Yeah.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
It's Red Shoe Diaries.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's going back. That's crazy. Oh, why don't they have that on DVD? Anyway.
No, we got to get Oh, what was it? Love Line with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love
We
that
gotta
shit.
get the old episodes of that first.
Yeah.
Well, first they had the radio show, and then they had the TV show.
When I was a kid, I used to stay up late to fucking listen to the radio show.
Yeah, I remember that. They had the radio. They could get away with more, which was weird because the show, like, they didn't say as much. They bleeped out a lot, but
The one that got me, that's like burned in my memory, was the lady who, like, is it weird that my boyfriend, before we have sex, always wants me to lie in a fucking bathtub full of ice, and then when we have sex, just wants me to lie still?
no, it's not weird. Just let him do it. Damn it! God, you know how hard it is to find a woman that'll let you do that?
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I do.
Are you wearing the wolf costume while you do it?
No, I'm actually hanging from the hooks in my back, and I slowly get lowered down onto the prone iced body of the chosen female for the evening.
You look
Yeah.
like a Cenobite.
Yes. I'm the chatterer.
Oh, Jesus.
They love
hated
it.
that.
They love it.
I don't think anybody loves
I'm gonna
that.
put that on loop. Nah, I got paid good money though. Don't even. Thanks to Zach and sending all those weird leather mask people my way. And now furries. Just gonna say, and now furries. I don't know. I got a strange arousal for Sonic the Hedgehog characters all of a sudden. You should just see some of the pictures they're sending me. Thanks, Zach.
Oh, I'm sure Sonic the Hedgehog has some deep dives.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
What's that, rule 22? They'll sexualize 42? Yeah, something like
42.
that. 42. They'll sexualize anything for any reason.
I have seen some shit.
Oh, you have no idea, man.
Yeah, you dig deep enough, you're gonna stare into the abyss.
Yeah, and the abyss just stares right back.
That is awful.
Yeah. Some of it, I don't know, man. I don't know why. I'm on this whole new thing now, so it's Zach's fault, but anyway.
That people found out you're a furry?
Yeah, that's it, Zach. People found out. The fact that you've been...
It's a big secret.
No, evidently. It was a secret to me, too, but something got triggered inside.
Quote-unquote secret. Oh, okay.
Yeah, secret, you know. Anyway. Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog, you got any video game news, Zach?
Oh, I thought we were going in different.
He's like, oh God, no. He's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Let's see. We're talking about deaths. The dog who mocapped for dog meat in Fallout 4 died.
Okay.
I care more about that than I care about fucking Paul Orndourff, all right?
Okay. That's,
Moving on. Ubisoft is basically the Catholic Church now.
Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Why? What did they do? What's going on with Ubisoft?
They had a bunch of people accused of really bad sexual misconduct, and instead of because they're higher ups, and instead of firing them, they just moved them to different developers within the company.
Oh, Jesus.
And gave them promotions.
Well, yeah, I mean...
So that's a thing that happened. Like I said, basically the Catholic Church. Except instead of little boys, it's full run women.
Well, I mean, I guess that's better, right?
If it's
they're of age.
If it's without consent, it's a lot less cool.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. I mean, we don't need to be getting rapey.
Yeah, I guess some of it was pretty bad.
That's not cool. But that's insane that they still get to keep their jobs and everything like that.
Yeah, they just moved on to different, smaller places. I can't remember which game it was, but they're like, oh yeah, this one guy is moving over to this developer so he could work on this game, and everybody's like, wasn't he the one who pulled his dick out in front of a woman and said if she wanted a promotion? Yeah.
Do it.
Shit like that.
Oh, okay. Great. Ubisoft. What's their number one game that I'm not going to be playing anymore?
Yeah. Apparently, I can't play Assassin's Creed anymore.
Assassin's Creed. There goes an entire fucking. Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Far Cry.
Oh, damn it. Oh, there goes Far Cry for me.
Oh, thank you for that, Darkness.
You're welcome, man. I'm hooking you up. I mean, you put me all on this, so.
He's sending me a bunch of sexy Sonic the Hedgehog stuff with women with their tits out.
Sonic, so you're okay with it.
I wasn't going to bring this up.
That's not even what I want.
I wasn't going to bring this up because I know Zach is going to like really dig into this, but it's been bothering me. It's been bothering me. So I was driving home the other day, from work, and I drove past Darkness's place, and I didn't know what I saw, but now it's making more sense that you're talking about this furry stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So in his library window, I just saw this like big ball of purple hair.
What? And
I couldn't tell if it was a horse head or a pony. I don't know. I don't know. But I didn't want to bring it up because Zach was going to tear into this. But Darkness, I think you need to go see somebody about your newfound hobby.
Okay.
It's not a horse head. It's his wolf head.
Yeah. I'm more of the alpha male, so, I get the wolf head. Anyway.
He pulls out this red rocket. It was upsetting. I don't know why he did it in front of me. He was just like, hey, you want to see what I spent $5,000 on?
$5,000?
Jesus,
that Bitcoin money?
Oh, God.
So happy, yeah.
Fuck.
Bitcoin millionaire. We can't record until 6 p.m. because Darkness sleeps until 2.
Alright.
Check out that fucking awesome segue. Because we're professionals. Ukraine police found a warehouse full of 5,000 PS4s in a crypto mining scheme.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
They keep, mining for Bitcoins in these huge warehouses with, the minimalist type of computer systems. It's crazy.
The fucking electric bill itself was like $24,000, and then people are like, well, why the fuck is this electric bill so high? And the Ukraine police opened up this warehouse, and there's 5,000 PS4s just on.
Oh, I'd much rather that than the Iraqi army using PS3s to guide missiles, because that was the best they could get.
That was the weirdest shit ever.
You remember that? That was insane.
It was the PS2.
PS2, okay. Yeah, I remember they were using a video game system.
Yeah, apparently everybody's just like, so apparently the PS2 is so powerful it can guide Iraqi missiles.
But I still need a fucking memory card every time I need to save my space in fucking Resident Evil.
And the motherfuckers were like $60.
Yeah, that's some shit too. That's video game to hour with Zach. No. Thanks for that. Oh, you got more? Go for it.
Sealed copy of Mario 64 that was rated at 9.8.
Got one right here.
For $1.6 million.
Oh, I'm not going to have it very much longer. All right. Dang. I have a sealed, really good condition Super Mario 2 for Nintendo.
You should get that graded, because I also saw a sealed copy of the original Legend of Zelda go for $846,000.
Whoa, maybe I need to. Whoa, even the cat got excited on that one. I have a couple, I get double video games or something for my birthday or whatever. I just didn't open the second one. And somebody had told my dad that,
rich family.
Jesus. Somebody.
Sonoma in California.
Sonoma? No, that was. Anyway. It was Napa. Okay, knock it off. Jesus.
Back on my family's vineyard.
On the vineyard. Yes, one of the many vineyards. In the winter vineyard, because it would stay warmer during the winter. But no, I get it, like video games and stuff like that. And somebody had told my dad that Grand Theft Auto 3 was going to get banned, so he bought like a case of them, just left them in the box because somebody had told it was going to be a big thing, and yeah, it didn't. But I do have a Nintendo 64 Mario, and I do have a Mario Brothers 2. So
I think every GTA game has been like quote unquote getting banned because how crazy it is.
The one I see it pissed me off for the original PlayStation, the very first Grand Theft Auto. I had a copy of it. And when somebody ended up stealing like that, my Sega and all that stuff, but that pissed me off because like I think that game would have been worth a lot of money just due to the fact that it was banned. It was like they took it off the market because it was. I mean, you're fucking sleeping with and murdering prostitutes.
in the first Grand Theft Auto. Okay. I remember the first one that I played was that top-down one where you'd run over people and it left like little red lines.
It's top-down, but you could pick up a prostitute and then drive into the bushes.
Oh, okay.
And then when they got out, you run them over and you collect your money.
Yeah, I remember doing that in part 3, and my dad's like, "What the fuck? Like, why'd you get my money back?" He's like,
you're so excited
okay.
to pick up a prostitute. You look in, you zoom in on the window, and they're just sitting there together.
Yeah. And then it was like Grand Theft Auto not Vice City, San Andreas. They had the hot coffee.
Yes.
So they had the actual sex game, and if you hacked it with a Game Shark or a Pro Action Replay, you could get those scenes back in there, and it caused a big
And it's
I remember
the
all that.
equivalent of just smashing your Barbie dolls together.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. There wasn't a whole lot to it, but yeah. So I don't know. What was the other game I got? Manhunt? There was a big controversy over that one, too.
Manhunt kind of earned it, though.
Yeah, Manhunt was pretty crazy. You just, like, grab plastic bags and put them over people's heads and suffocate them. Yeah.
And then, you put a plastic bag over his head, twist the plastic bag, and he bends over and you stab him in the fucking face a bunch of times. Yeah, I got...
Go figure. I mean, what the hell? So, all right. Well, I've just been told that we have 25 minutes left of our episode. So, end of the video game news. You got anything else?
I just started seeing the Sonic pictures.
Oh, yeah, it degrades. Go to the first one and enjoy, but don't go all the way down. Don't scroll all the way down on those. No. Anyway, yeah, that's rule 42. Yeah, there you go.
You're welcome.
So, what else we got? We're getting a sequel to the Tomorrow War.
Really?
It did so well that they're doing a sequel.
Hey, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was funny because right before we started the show, I went out to grab some water and come back to the office, and my wife's sitting there watching it. I was like, "Did you really like this?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's good. It's good to have on in the background when I'm doing other stuff." I was like, "Okay, cool." You know, I mean, people liked it.
Go in your room while I stare at Chris Pratt with his shirt off.
Well, that might be a little bit to do with it too. So at least you got off Thor, or got off on Thor. I don't know.
I enjoyed the movie.
His little legs.
I didn't know what I was going to get into, and it was like, okay, it was pretty catchy, and then, it was easy to figure out, like, a lot of the stuff. I mean, it wasn't, like, a very, like, shocking, like, oh, my God, that's his so-and-so. It was just like, whatever. But all in all, like, even getting to the end of the movie, it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I went in with zero expectations because I didn't know anything about the story, anything. I like Chris Pratt. I mean, he's great in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was great in Parks and Recreations. He's okay in Jurassic Park, But going into it with like not knowing anything about it, and let's just watch it and have fun. And that's exactly what it was. It wasn't deep. It was just fun. And there haven't been many of those lately where you just go and enjoy it and it's done.
Right.
So it was very reminiscent of Alien, and I loved Alien, and reminiscent of Predator and shit like that. So it
kind of reminded me of I forgot what it was called, what it's called now, but originally it was Live, Die, Repeat with
That
Tom
one was
Cruise.
cool.
Yeah, it was Live Die Repeat was what like their big tagline on it. But yeah, they had that. That was an interesting movie.
It reminds me somewhat of that, not exactly, but it was kind of like that whole
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow. It kind of had that feel to it. But without spoiling, I don't want to say too much, but I mean, it was a good movie. Definitely a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was another one of those Edgelord of Tomorrow. Is that what you said?
Edging to Tomorrow.
Oh, Edging to Tomorrow. Gotcha. So yeah, it's nice to have like just a fun popcorn movie every now and then. And I'm glad it did good. And it was just that all it was fun. That's all it was meant for. So be it. I'm happy with it.
I can't see how a sequel could be made, but whatever.
That's the thing that's getting me. It's like, what are they gonna do? But they always find a way. So, what else did I watch this week? I watched the Fear Street 1994 and Fear Street 1968. 78. Sorry. 78. Yeah. So I watched the two of those that are out. Those were actually fun too. They were fun, like old school kind of throwback horror movies.
Yeah.
That little redheaded girl from Stranger Things is never gonna do a movie that takes place in her own era, evidently.
Well,
she's either in the 80s or the 70s or the
They had two people from Stranger Things in the movie.
Yeah.
The chick at the very beginning.
Uh huh.
She was in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And then the redhead.
Yeah, the new girl in the second season. So, but at both movies, I mean, I think 78 more than 94, but they were both still really good.
I think 78 was a lot more fun because it was like an old school horror popcorn movie where you're going to see titties, you're going to see lots of blood.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and who cares if it ruins it. I don't understand the porta potty. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Do you not understand the concept of a porta potty, or
right? But okay, if I open it up and see a big fucking gaping hole that goes down to fucking hell, I'm not going to sit on it and poop.
It didn't go down to hell. What the fuck? I would do it more so. I'm like, oh wow, my turd's going to hell. This is awesome.
Okay, it went a lot further than what a fucking porta potty should.
Well, okay. That's such a random thing. And here I was going to reveal like how awkward it is for me to watch like teenagers get naked in horror movies now that I'm way older than them than it used to be. Yeah, not 50s. Fuck you. But
poop in his portal.
that kind of took it away. It took all the steam out of my fucking confession. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Is that what we're naming this episode?
I poop into a portal from hell. What? Name it, V. What do you want it to be officially? Because we'll fucking run with it, man.
I don't know, V. I've seen you in full like poop fucking frenzy, where you're just like, just get me into a toilet. Just get me into a toilet.
But so okay, so you open it up and it's like fucking 10 miles deep, and like it's just a fucking like open. Like I don't know. I don't think I can do it.
Have you never been into porta potty? That's most of them.
Have you ever been to summer camp? Jesus.
I'm more upset when I go in and I see the porta potty overflowing.
I
saw that.
All right, you want some sick shit?
The blue water.
The blue. Oh yeah.
No, I swear to, I was at the bus stop in downtown Salem, and when they're remodeling it, so they had porta potties, and I walk in, and there was a literal shit mountain coming out of that toilet.
People, it had gotten so full, people just like stood on the rim and gargoyled it as they took a dump into the. Oh,
how the fuck else does that happen? I've never been so desperate to take a poop that I'm just looking at this mountain of shit and just being like, oh, I'll just gargoyle this shit on top of this mountain.
I'm like, nope, not today. Not today.
I don't have to go that bad after all.
So you guys remember this story? It stuck with me for, I don't know, whenever I heard it till now. But about porta potties, there was that fucking pervert who put on rain boots and would jump down there and wait for women to go sit on the shitter and then like go give them a little tickle when they were sitting on the crapper.
What?
There was some perverted guy. This was, I don't know how many years ago, but this story stuck with me forever. Imagine going in like this really shady area of wherever, and you go down and you sit to take a dump and somebody just tickles your ball bag and you're like, what the fuck was that? I think it stuck with me because like the ghoulies thing is so fucking etched in my mind to always look in the shitter before you sit down. So I don't want to get my ass eaten by a little demon. But
I guess I don't know of any porta potties that like go fucking 6 miles down, dude. Like,
it's weird because I just Googled it. I just Googled it and I said man hides, and the first thing Google said was in porta potty. So it's a big people who hid in portable toilet gets 3-year sentence. So it says
that's the fourth one down for me. The first one is man hides ring and necklace, which makes net. Man hides engagement ring and necklace. Man hides an attic and kills family. Man hides porta potty.
Wow. A Colorado man who hid in a tank of a portable toilet at a yoga festival to spy on women has been sentenced to 3 years in prison and 10 years of probation.
Hey, you know what? Good for him.
I mean, he found his prey pretty... I mean, yoga, you're like, hey, you know, that's some fit booty hanging out there, but I don't know if I dump down into the shitter to see it.
He is that dedicated to his craft.
The thirst is real.
The thirst is and he, for like 3 hours, he was the happiest motherfucker on planet Earth.
God, that's fucking vile.
That was awful.
I just went camping and I had to sit on a bad shitter, and I'm just like, no, there better not be anyone down here.
It's like a yoga festival too, so they're all eating like hummus.
God! But they all got those stretchy pants. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is
you could see it anyway. Why would you at a yoga festival?
Pants.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Hide the toilet to be like, oh yeah, just pee on me.
The unsheathed. Oh, that might have been part of his thing too. Good
Being
God.
Unsheathed.
Well, no. Well, yeah, that too. But while getting peed on.
Or pooped.
He's a poo. That's fucking disgusting. Anyway. Any of those that are still with us listening to this episode,
yes, we apologize.
We've degenerated quite far since our first episode. Well, not really, but...
No, this is the first episode I'm going to apologize for.
Okay. So, versus?
Versus.
Oh,
okay. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, so this, we'll go into versus. Good idea. Let's keep this shit rolling. No pun intended. Yeah, versus this week, I picked it, but I stole it from Zach, evidently. So, Judge Dredd versus Robocop. And this was easy for me, but, I mean...
What's your
Dredd? Dredd all the way.
Fucking Dredd, yeah. That was a Dredd. Yeah. I mean, Robocop's good, and he's got that precise aiming and everything. But Dredd's got armor piercing right there in the Lawgiver, so... What the fuck?
Not only that, RoboCop's very limited. Well, it depends on where you go, what version of RoboCop or whatever. But he's very limited in his movements.
Yeah, and I think Dredd could get a face shot. I mean, he doesn't need to because he's got armor piercing, high X, incendiary. He's got all that shit. So, and Dredd's got a long line of defeating robots that are bigger and badder than RoboCop. So. It probably would have been a better battle to do the big robot that's in RoboCop. What is that thing called?
The Ed 209?
Ed 209, there you go. Yeah, that would probably have been a better one. Yeah. That would have been cool to see, actually. Just like knock Dredd across the room and then Dredd just like hide behind shit and fire out. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Light his ass up.
But yeah, I mean, they're both lawmen of the future, so it seems like it would be a good battle on paper. But if you start analyzing it, I'm just Dredd. Sorry. So, unless it gets into fisticuffs, then RoboCop's got the advantage. But unless it's that new RoboCop that's got the human hand, other than that, fuck that. That was stupid. So, the fleshy hand.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
It reminds me. It's part in Scary Movie. Grab my human hand.
Grab my hand. This is my strong hand.
Making the mashed potatoes with his hand. Ah!
RoboCop, no.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. So we all came to the same consensus then.
That was Dredd.
Yeah, that's what I said too. All right, that wasn't too hard. We didn't have any fights or anything about that one. But so whose is it this week?
Is it me?
I think so.
I believe so because
you did Ted and
I did Ted and
Paul, and then I did Dredd and Robo. So yeah, it's you, Zach.
Do I want to do goofy or serious?
Go to your list. You have a list, remember? That I cheated and stole off of it. Yeah, that's what I just said.
You fucking prick. I have two on here that'd be really good. I just want to know if I want to do goofy or serious.
Okay. Do we need to vamp until you figure it out?
No. We're gonna do Loki versus Beetlejuice.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Okay.
And I want the Michael Keaton Beetlejuice when he was like scary.
As opposed to? That's the only fucking Beetlejuice there is.
The goofy-ass cartoon one.
No, there's only one Beetlejuice, damn you.
Oh.
Yes, only one Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice versus Loki. Which Loki? Uh-oh. The alligator Loki? That's what I'm doing. Fuck you. Is it shrunken head Beetlejuice from the end of the movie? Oh, fuck. There's too many variants here. Damn it. No, I'm kidding. All right. Beetlejuice versus Loki.
It's funny because at work they finally changed our fucking radio station. They're doing
playing this show.
Well, they were doing work on the roof, and it messed up the fucking song jukebox thing, and it was playing one station that played like the same 5 songs. So the only 2 songs I remember were Pompeii by Bestial and Thunder by Imagine Dragons. And you'd always know, it's like, you'd hear it like 6 times within the hour. But I mean, it got me free candy bars and soda because I'd walk up to people before they caught on. I'm like, dude, I'm psychic. They go, what do you mean? I'm like, I bet you a candy bar that I can tell you what the next song is. They're like, you can't tell me what the next song is. I'm like, Thunder by Imagine Dragons. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Sure enough, it would come on.
How did we get here?
Fucking bored do you have to be at work?
But no. So anyways, they fixed the radio station, and the song at the end of the movie where Lydia is fucking dancing.
Oh, yeah.
So that started playing over the fucking intercom.
That was a fucking adventure we went on for that.
Anyways, okay, cool. Moving on.
Keep going.
Beetlejuice and Loki.
All right, Beetlejuice and Loki. All right, so we got, 8 minutes left? Ah, damn it. I hate having the time constraints. All right, Comic Book Club. This was Big V's week, and you chose...
I chose, Strange Academy?
Strange Academy, Volume 1. It was like the first 5 issues, 5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
So...
it was interesting.
I'm reading more of it. I'm going to read more of it.
I have to read more of it just because it wasn't quite what I was expecting, but I think it's going to get there further.
That's almost exactly where I am with it.
They gave me a taste, and I want the whole thing. Yeah.
There's a little bit in there where I'm just like, okay, this is interesting. I'm just going to read more now.
Right. And it's like, okay, I like the artwork. The story is good. I was expecting more, and I do believe it will deliver further on, and I'll get what I was looking for.
It was a little bit. Yeah. It was a little bit dry.
It's like the first season of a TV show. Like the first seasons are never good. There's very few that are, but once you get through that first season and you get everything established, that's when everything starts to get good.
It starts falling into place. And
yeah. So once they get all these newer characters established, because it's basically Harry Potter. That's what I looked at it.
It was like if Harry Potter season 1 was just at the Dursleys' house.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just Harry packing his shit up in the fucking basement little cabinet that he lived in, but yeah.
His fat fucking uncle or whatever, just like more gravy.
It's got a good concept. I liked how they got like pretty much every major magical character to be a teacher at the school. So you got everything from Scarlet Witch, and you got Hellstrom, which is pretty cool. You got Brother Voodoo, and you got Magic. So I mean, her name's Magic, but Colossus' sister. And then the students themselves, it's like Dormammu's fucking kid or something. We're still trying to find out all that stuff. A couple of Asgardians, a fairy, and all these like little aspects of the Marvel universe that have magical properties to them. They kind of took little pieces. They even have a frost giant, so it's like it's pretty cool. I mean, they grab like little characters that they made up on their own, so it's not like they're stealing from something else and stuff, but they're using the teachers to get people interested in it. And it's Doctor Strange, of course. So yeah, I mean, I'm digging it, and I will probably continue it too. Unfortunately, there's so many damn things that I need to continue to read into, so I don't know when I'll get back to this, but it is in my backlog. So
I did that little tagline. He's like, be good, be safe, be careful, and most importantly, don't die.
yeah, it was kind of crazy because in the first one, the one of the Asgardian kids and the Dormammu's son or whatever it is, I don't know exactly, they're fighting, and they're like mouthing off at the teacher, and it's Magic, and Magic's like, all right, go spend some time in limbo. It's like, wait, what the fuck? So she sends the kids off to limbo to punish them, and the other teachers are like, that's probably not a good idea, and she's like, yeah, they'll learn. So it's like if you took Harry Potter and the worst punishment that they got, but then amplified it to 10, It's like, I sent them to hell for a little while for mouthing off to me. So, yeah, interesting, and it's fun, and it's a lot of the magic stuff in the Marvel Universe is really hard to follow sometimes, but this is kind of like a good jumping on point to kind of understand a lot of the different powers and aspects of the magical world of Marvel. So yeah, I dug it. Artwork was good too. I agree with you on that one. So
I got kind of giddy that I was reading it. I'm like, ooh, I actually picked a decent one.
Yeah, you usually like, I haven't read this. It looks okay. Let's see how it goes. A lot of the stuff that Zach and I do are like, I read this and I liked it. You guys need to read it now too. So,
Yes.
But that's good because we all get into stuff that we don't know, and it's turned out well sometimes, and sometimes we get deep and fuck that game. Deep? No, wasn't it called Deep? What the fuck was that one?
Oh, the stupid one.
Yeah, the fish. It started off great, but then it just kind of jumped off a cliff. But yeah,
They fucking Prometheus their comic book.
yeah. But I have to admit that first part was actually really
That
good.
first problem was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. So, all right. Whose turn is it? It's Zach's turn.
Oh, I get
Lesbian comics.
We are going back to my lesbian dildo comics.
All right. From Image, of course. You can get it on Comixology.
It is from Image that you can get on Comixology.
You're like, fuck you. Revival.
Revival.
Nice.
Volume 1, You're Among Friends.
Okay. This seems interesting. I've seen it. I don't know anything about it, but...
You're in for a treat.
So you've already read it, right?
I've read it.
Okay. Then
like it.
This is...
I don't think this is a revenge story. I'm
Okay.
hoping it's not a revenge story, because I don't want you calling me out on that.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I love revenge stories, so whatever. But like, Punisher is like the shit. That dude's been on a revenge story for the last 50 years. God.
It's a 50-year-long revenge story.
Yeah. It is quite a beautiful story, but yes,
I think they call him out on that a lot in a lot of the newer comics where they're like, you already killed the people who killed your family. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, they said that a lot. Even Wolverine's like, bro, what the hell? So, if Wolverine's got to tell you that you're doing too much killing, you're doing a good job.
Wolverine's got to tell you to calm that shit down.
Wolverine's hosting an intervention for your killing ways.
Hey, bub.
Jesus.
It's like, I've had over 100 years of killing, and you beat me. What the hell, man? So
You beat me, bub.
Bub, yeah.
Hey, bub.
So the
Rub-a-dub-bub. I'm
King
taking a
and
bath. Rub-a-dub-bub.
okay, the King in Black storyline finally just finished up. So
Yeah.
I got to get through that. That's gonna be a task.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, dude, you need to look that one up.
Yeah, it's
I'm looking it up. Don't stop talking. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, so the King in Black was pretty much the new Venom super story arc that goes through all the comics and everything. It's the event where they bring in what the fuck's his name? I haven't read him yet, but the King in Black is damn it, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's like the first.
It's like the leader of the symbiote planet, basically, takes shape and comes to Earth and starts wreaking havoc.
Is it pronounced Null?
No, there you go. Knull or something like that. Yeah. So this is like, I don't think it's as many issues as Civil War was, but it's up there. It's a big chunk of comics.
This is what brought in Frank Castle as the Cosmic Ghost Rider, is it?
I think it's got something to do with it. Yeah. Yeah, should be interesting.
I just know I was looking into it and I was like, wow, like half the shit I didn't even know what was going on. I'm like fucking Brock and his, just all kinds of shit, dude.
Yeah, it's good.
We talked about before how fucking hard some of these comics are to follow because you got to buy 3 or 4 other series.
Yeah, and then the thing that sucks is not only do you have to buy 3 or 4 other series, they also release miniseries within the storyline and all this other crap. So it gets really in depth and major. But I'm gonna try and tackle this over the next few months. So I haven't read much Spider-Man in that time, so I got some catching up to do. It should be interesting to see.
Spider-Man in years.
I think the last thing of Spider-Man that I read was when Doc Ock stole his body.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was Superior. Then it got weird. But it was still kind of good, but in a different way. Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh yeah. He gets it. And if Zach don't get it, that's his problem. Fuck him.
Yeah. Fat old man, but I mean, this young, supple body.
Yeah.
Bang this redhead woman. That's the ultimate revenge. Is when
I read that in Zach's voice. So
you bang your arch enemy's wife.
So the lead up, the King in Black Prelude is 45 issues, and the actual King in Black storyline is 53 issues. So I got like almost 100, probably right around 100 and something. My math is not good, but yeah. So I'm gonna be busy with this crap for a while, but I will get the one that you sent me. I've already forgotten the name of. Hold on. Revival. There you go. I will fit that in my busy comic reading schedule.
Well, you have a week.
And mining bitcoins and being a furry and I don't know what else was there. What else am I? The leather mask.
A sub. You're
and
a sub.
Yeah, I'm a sub and a dom depending on the day. Yeah. You know.
Depending on what I want. No, you've always been a sub.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I didn't know. I'm glad I have someone. I'm glad I have my daddy to tell me.
Exactly. It's so baked in your mind. I insulted you, and you're like, "Thank you, Daddy."
Yeah, that was it. You got.
Choke me harder, Daddy.
I still pull my hair. What?
I have to put a plunger on the back of your head to do it.
No, not that hair.
Oh. Well, you do have a lot of back hair.
Well. Yeah, but still. I braid it so you can hold on harder.
Oh, God.
It's getting bad. We better stop.
Your back hair is braided so he's like riding you like a fucking pony.
He's got reins, yeah. He's my little pony.
Oh, Jesus.
Zach Sparkles. He's like, I'm picturing it in my head. Yeah. Anyway.
Bang you in your wolf costume.
All right, just as long as you're in your Little Red Riding Hood gear. All right, we got a deal.
Giving you a reach around with your red rocket hanging out.
Yeah.
Can't even jerk off your real dick. It's your red rocket dick.
Nah, it's okay. You know, because my other one's in a chastity cage. So. All right, before this
now
gets
you get
too fucking
real. You're getting too real.
we won't name names, but we
Because we know
Jesus.
somebody.
All
Hey
right.
guys, check out this cage I got, and he pulls out his phone and says "dick" wrapped in that cage. Whoa!
Steel cage matches are really different in your house, aren't they, buddy?
That's awful.
All
I don't
right.
want to see that.
Yeah. So, all right. Anything else? We're gonna wrap this one up.
I think we should.
Yeah, it's gonna go off the rails quick.
It's going places that.
Yeah. Okay. So, unfortunately, everybody, wrestling got pushed back again because the state that we live in sucks and
bullshit.
Shit happens. So we ain't wrestling until October in this state. I mean, we could probably find some other state, but
I can't anyway.
I'm gonna pay bums to just fight me in the street, and then we'll record that because that would be legal somehow. Doing that. Anyway, find us on Twitter at Dark Asylum Pod. Zach and I both have Pro Wrestling Tees shops. You can get Dark Asylum merchandise on mine, and Zach just has his own shit on his because he's too good for everybody else.
I think Zach. I think Zach got jealous of another wrestler and started his own OnlyFans page.
Oh yeah, are we gonna mention that? That? No, we won't mention that. Okay.
We can mention it.
Okay, go for it. Plug away.
My OnlyFans page where I do anti-porn.
Anti-porn.
This
is soaking.
I do,
but without a woman. I just put it in old dishwater. Watch.
I help my stepsister out of the dryer. I take an Uber and don't fuck the driver.
I order pizza and pay him a $5 tip.
I actually come into a woman's house and fix the cable.
Yeah. $5 for the cable, yeah.
Fix it on the cable.
Fix it on the cable. Let me guess. He fixes the cable? Yeah, actually. Oh, all right.
I sanitize the leather couch. $5 a month.
There you go. All right. There you pick up a hitchhiker and you actually take her home, Give her a little life lesson about how she shouldn't be out here on these mean streets hitchhiking and, yeah. The anti-porn, Zach. The anti-porn. There you go. That's a new shirt right there. It's Zach, wonderful Zach Winters, the anti-porn.
Anti-porn man.
So yeah, go ahead and look that up if you dare. What else? Ain't got shit else going on. Yeah, thanks for pushing wrestling back another fucking 3 months, but yeah, fuckers. Anyway, so that's it for wonderful Zach Winters.
Yep.
And for Big Vicious.
Pretty much.
I am Darkness, and the asylum is closed.